tuned in to the hottest sports analysis of the week with your hosts Ron Dolbeck and Chris Roberts. And now, here's the first round.
Hey, it's Ron from the first round. We wanted to do something a little different for this show and specifically talk about the state of sports and how important it is. I mean, what is sports? It's competition, it's athletes, it's games. Sports draws us in like nothing else. It draws in our hearts, it draws in our time, our loyalty, even our wallets. We choose the families in sports that we want to become a part of. Most of the time, we choose to follow these teams because of where we grew up. Or if we're being honest, there's a lot of front runners out there who choose teams that just happen to be winning at that point. And let's face it, there's not a lot of Seattle Mariner fans out there wearing their jerseys unless you're walking around downtown Seattle. I mean, I don't see a lot of people in the malls or Main Street USA rocking their Temple Owls jerseys unless, of course, you're walking in downtown Philly. No. As Americans, we move and matriculate towards winners and comfort. And that's totally okay. I mean, I've done it in the past too. The best fans of sports in the world are the ones who have deep loyalty and passion for their teams, even when those teams are losing. And we need more of this in our lives. More diehard fans and less front runners who constantly seek the next successful team or whoever's trending as a franchise right now. I mean, I love the 14,000 face-painted Scarlet Knights fans who show up on a freezing Saturday night in Piscataway. I love that kind of stuff. Or how about the passion-filled fans down in Mississippi State who are willing to forego their next paycheck to buy that one extra box of cowbells and make it just a little bit louder for the opponents on a Saturday night in Stark Vegas. This is allegiance, devotion. This is what we need more of in sports because of what it creates. And what it creates is so beautiful. Our drive, our passion, our financial loyalty to our teams gives birth to the greatest word in all of sports. And that word is rivalries. Rivalries. If you say it slow, your eyes start to squint. You start thinking about your rival, and your heartbeat picks up a couple notches. The hate levels begin to rise as you envision their colors and their symbols and their stadium and their athletes and their traditions and their coaches. And you envision your hated foes. This is good for sports. Rivals cause us to take a defined position and then defend it. Rivals cause us to have emotion and passion. Because of rivalries, sports becomes more important. It becomes more relevant. A win against your rival becomes a must. It still counts just as one win, but it means so much more than just one win. That one win against your rival can erase many losses, even a whole season of losing. Passion against your rival drives energy levels higher, causes us to care even more about the exact same game. Without rivals, I'll argue that sports becomes normal. It becomes more normal. It becomes more mundane. Who wants that? That's one of the things that we shoot for here on the first round with Chris and I every week. We talk about sports in a passion-filled manner. We need Jason Varitek up in A-Rod's face and the Red Sox going after the Yankees toe-to-toe. We need more Lakers and Celtics, which gives birth to Magic against Bird. We need the Iron Bowl. Whether you're from Auburn or Alabama, everybody's going to watch it that last weekend in November as it gets close to Thanksgiving. More fights over the little brown jug. More chop versus chomp. This is what fuels greatness in sports. Not the average game, but the rivalries. It creates ownership in the fans. It creates pride. And it also creates year-long bragging rights. And rivalries give birth to traditions. And I love traditions in sports. Who doesn't? Rivalries are good. They're needed. They make sports more worth watching. Sports are amazing. Sports are real. What else in life delivers such a pure and genuine reality to us? Sports gives us ourselves, humanity, at the highest possible physical levels. Sports makes us witnesses to the greatness of human achievement. The drama and excitement of sports delivers and creates memories and phrases that transport each of us to special points in our lives. And when we say, I remember that, or I was there when that happened, I mean, who hasn't seen the video of Michael Jordan floating, hovering effortlessly past Craig Elo and hitting the game-winning shot? Or listening and watching as Vince Scully said, there's a little roller up the first base side. It gets behind the bag, through Buckner, here comes Knight, and the Mets win. As he's announcing the Game 6 heartbreaking loss in 1986 for the Red Sox against the Mets. It's Vince Young on 4th down, running into the corner of the end zone of the Rose Bowl versus USC as the confetti explodes everywhere. A sight that we've all seen probably dozens of times. Sports is 100,000 people sitting in the Rose Bowl and millions watching worldwide as Brandy Chastain buries the soccer ball in the back of the net to beat China and claim the World Cup for women's soccer. And then, of course, she taught us all what a sports bra looks like and made a lot of money for Nike. Those are amazing moments. Sports is Al Michaels asking the whole world, do you believe in miracles? Yes! As the U.S. hockey team defeats the USSR in the Olympics in Lake Plaza. Or it's Jack Buck calling a baseball game saying, I don't believe what I just saw, as Kirk Gibson trots around first base after hitting a walk-off home run in the World Series for the Dodgers. Sports is amazing. Sports creates joy, energy, passion in our lives like nothing else. It causes us to desire the weekends and Monday nights. Sports allows and gives us such a healthy diversion from the norms of life. Sports is underdogs. It's crowds roaring. It's colors. It's passion. It's tradition. It's unexpected realness as we watch to see what's going to happen next. We've learned this year more than any other what happens when we don't have sports. And it's not a great picture. So I say, enjoy sports. Participate in sports. Cheer, yell, allow your emotions to be lifted and moved by sports. And for Zach, Chris, and me, well, we'll be here every single week doing our part, talking about sports with you.